I'm Rod Price. Welcome to the 9th annual Suwannee River Challenge Canoe and Marathon Kayak Race. I'm standing at Big Shoals. This is what the Suwannee River is known for. Normally all of this is underwater, and we have the only Class 3 rapid in all of Florida. This year we have unusually low water conditions, and so obviously it's unrunnable. We have moved the river race downstream, and next year hopefully we'll be back. You can see by the rugged rock, the drop down geographically. Normally down here is the only path people have to run the rapids. Of course, most opt to do a portage around the entire rapid field. The Suwannee River comes from the Creek Indian word Suwannee, which means Echo River. The river flows out of the Okefenokee Swamp in what is now southern Georgia. The Okefenokee Swamp is over 400,000 acres in size. For centuries, the Creek Indians, the Timucuan, and the Appalachee lived along the banks of the Suwannee River. In the 1530s, the first Spanish explorers gazed upon its waters. This year, next year, hopefully we'll have some better water for the longer race. But Wendell has set up a nice course that I think is going to be pretty good for the water conditions. So, he'll go ahead and start, tell you where we're going to be starting and ending each race. Go ahead, Wendell.
And we're going to start PCA, and then the marathon will go clear down to right down here, which is called Gibson Park. And that sign will be up on the bridge. Right after that bridge, be on the right-hand side, there's a little canal, the back end canal. Boat ramp.
The Suwannee River is approximately 260 miles long from the Okefenokee Swamp, where it empties into the Gulf of Mexico. Today's race will be starting about 5 miles south of White Springs because of the low water conditions. Challenge paddlers will be racing from that point all the way to Dowling Park, approximately 51 miles. The marathon racers will be starting 8 miles south of White Springs and paddling approximately 28 miles to Gibson Park. The first Suwannee River Challenge race was held in 2002, put on by the Water Tribe organization of Florida. That was my first Suwannee River Challenge and the longest canoe race I'd ever competed in, 50 miles long from Fargo, Georgia to White Springs, Florida. Following that race, I was disappointed to hear that the race organizer was not going to be putting the race on again. So I decided to put it on myself. I contacted American Canoe Adventures of White Springs, and Wendell, the owner of that establishment, agreed to help me put on the race. And since then, we've held the race every year. This is the first year I will not be competing in the race, but I intend to resume racing along the Suwannee's banks next year. In 2006, we decided to add a 26-mile marathon race to the 52-mile challenge. The 26-mile distance is a little less intimidating for the beginner paddler, and hopefully that will give them confidence the next year to jump up to the 52-mile distance. Now in its 9th year, the Suwannee River Challenge and Marathon is drawing paddlers throughout the Southeast and has a reputation as a fun and challenging adventure on a pristine wilderness waterway.